What's up guys, today we're turning this butcher block countertop into this end grain cutting board that's engraved. And we've got extra to spare for just a regular butcher block cutting board. Check it out. Wood is really expensive right now, and to make an end grain cutting board you need some really hard woods. So to try and help save on cost, I actually bought this butcher block countertop. I think this is about 4 feet long by 3 feet wide. And I think it was like 120 bucks, which believe it or not, that's like a lot cheaper than you can actually get wood for these days. So before I start with my cuts and everything, I actually like to take a quick notebook and sketch out exactly which cuts I'm gonna be making. 25 inches this way, 50 inches. Okay, 1.5 inches thick. And that gives us enough spots to get 12 cuts. And then the new board will get to be 25 inches by 18 inches with a 2-inch depth. That sounds pretty good to me. And then this will be end grain, so that'll look pretty cool.
So we're gonna start by cutting the 25-inch width that we need from this countertop.
So now we can actually start to see the end grain. This is gonna be on the top of the cutting board for the end grain pattern. This is gonna be a really nice top layer for the cutting board. I'll start cutting that now into those strips that will then glue back together in the correct direction.
I repeated this 2-inch cut for the entire length of the 25-inch slab that we have, and I alternated the grain before starting the glue up. I'm using Titebond 3 for this cutting board, that way the glue isn't affected by any food or water used in the future for this board. After gluing up each side, I use pipe clamps that will hold it down really strong. Now the fun part, cleaning it all up with some hand chiseling and planing. I use the hand chisel to help clean a lot of the dried glue, and then I hand plane it all down flat. Then I use a joiner to straighten up one side of this cutting board, which allows me to cut the other 3 sides of this cutting board a lot faster with a table saw, and then each of my edges on this cutting board are straight.
not gonna show you guys the 3 hours that it just took to sand this entire board back and front. End grain boards are so great for cutting boards because they're so resistant to knife scratches, but that also makes them really hard to sand, and it takes a really long time to get it nice, flat, and finished. All right, let's get to the next step. So now I'm in my home office where I have my laser machines, and because this board is like way too big for the Glowforge over here, I have to use my old school blue light laser, which requires glasses like this so I don't go blind. And these two fans that I rigged up here so that the smoke can leave my house and not set off any smoke alarms or stink up the entire house. And it's definitely not the right ventilation, but at least we started laser engraving the name onto the cutting board. So now we're gonna take this 1-inch roundover bit and attach it to our router table here. And that's gonna let us add a juice groove and some handles to the cutting board. Here we go. So the trick here is to start with really small passes. That way it won't catch with the cutting board and like go flying. And you'll actually prevent a lot of burns because you're just gonna take nice easy passes as you move along. So you can see here, the router bit is just like a little bit above the table, so that's how we're gonna get started. And I'm gonna show you guys. I just did one pass real quick off camera. You can see it's a really, really gentle edge here. Okay, and I'm just gonna continue around all 4 corners, and then we're gonna come back and keep going deeper and deeper until I'm happy with the juice groove all around. Okay, so the routing came out okay. There's a lot of burn marks that happens all with these router bits. So I'm gonna sand those after, but now we're gonna use the same router bit just to add the handles. That's a lot harder because we gotta like bounce this up against this like really, you know, shorter board here. All right guys, so I saved you guys the trouble of seeing all of the sanding on the side, which always sucks. And you can see it looks pretty awesome right now. All the burn marks are gone and everything like that. We're gonna add the oil on top. You do like several coats. I'll probably do 3 for this one. And I got some good old walrus oil here, and this is like really nice stuff. Paper for several coats. Alright guys, that's it for this one. This wraps up the end grain cutting board from a countertop video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.